Welcome to the Law Office of Brian Fagan podcast, where we empower Texas families through knowledge and compassion. Does Texas have alimony, and will you have to pay or receive support after your divorce? If you watch a lot of movies or television, you might assume that a monthly check is just a standard part of any divorce settlement. The reality in the Lone Star State is entirely different. Texas does not have the kind of traditional, automatic alimony you see on screen. The correct legal term here is spousal maintenance, and unlike the lifetime support depicted in pop culture, this is a highly restricted, temporary measure. It is never an automatic right. Walking into a Texas courtroom expecting lifetime financial support based on popular myths leads to disastrous financial miscalculations. To survive the process with your finances intact, you have to understand the actual limits of the law. The state views spousal maintenance strictly as a temporary financial bridge. The entire goal is to help a lower-earning spouse transition into the workforce and achieve self-sufficiency. Before a judge even considers awarding support, the requesting spouse must meet an absolute threshold requirement. They have to prove that after the property division, they lack sufficient assets to meet their minimum reasonable needs. And those needs cover basic housing and food, not the maintenance of a previous lifestyle. This animated logic tree shows how the law works. Once the minimum reasonable needs threshold is met, you must qualify through one of four narrow gateways. First, a 10-year marriage combined with an inability to earn sufficient income. Second, family violence. If the paying spouse received a conviction for family violence recently, the 10-year rule is waived. Third, a physical or mental disability that prevents the requesting spouse from supporting themselves. Finally, caregiving. A spouse qualifies if they are the full-time custodian of a disabled child of the marriage. Unlike states where post-divorce support is practically presumed, Texas places the burden of proof entirely on the requesting spouse. You have to fit through one of these four evidence-heavy gateways to get a court order. Even if a spouse proves their case and passes through one of those gateways, the court's authority is still strictly limited. Texas law places a hard cap on the amount of money a judge can order. This chart compares the exact financial ceilings. A judge can only award the lesser of two amounts, a flat $5,000 per month or 20% of the paying spouse's gross income. Whichever is lower is the maximum limit. These payments don't last forever. Duration is capped in tiered steps tied to the length of the marriage. Typically, support drops off after 5, 7, or 10 years, ensuring payments serve only as a temporary transition. If you're asking, does Texas have alimony because you're going through divorce? Visit brianfagan.com or schedule a confidential consultation with our team. There is, however, a bypass route to these strict statutory caps. It's called contractual alimony. Contractual alimony is a voluntary, negotiated agreement between the two spouses. Because it operates entirely outside the rigid limits of Chapter 8 of the Family Code, it isn't bound by the state's financial ceilings or duration limits. While a judge's hands are tied by strict rules when forcing maintenance, you and your spouse retain the ultimate power to negotiate flexible, custom financial solutions, provided you know how to leverage your settlement strategy. The main takeaway here is clear. Alimony is not a guaranteed lifetime meal ticket for either party in Texas. The rules might seem intimidating, but understanding them shifts the divorce process out of a state of fear and into a state of actionable strategy. Knowing exactly what the law allows helps you plan your next steps. This is where experienced legal representation becomes crucial. You need a team to gather the rigorous financial documentation, like bank statements, tax returns, and expense logs required by the courts to definitively prove or disprove those minimum reasonable needs. That same legal expertise is essential if you decide to go the voluntary route. Drafting and negotiating contractual alimony requires precision to ensure the agreement is safely enforceable when court-ordered maintenance isn't a viable option. Your post-divorce financial security is never determined by automatic rights. It is determined by the quality of the evidence you present and the strength of the strategic negotiations you conduct. To take control of your situation, make sure to subscribe to the podcast and share this episode with anyone who might need it. Visit our website or call 281-810-9760 to start building your strategy. Thank you for listening to the Law Office of Brian Fagan podcast, where families find freedom and peace of mind through education and expert legal care. For more information or to schedule your free consultation, visit our website or call 281-810-9760 today.